When I open my eyes to the morning light, through the bedroom window shining so bright, there you are, woven into the sunbeams. After a night of you in all my sweetest dreams, the first thought of my day, it's always you. I think I've fallen into a trap called you. From my toes to my head, I'm feeling you through the way you look at me. The loving gaze, my name on your lips in a sweet soft haze, in the warmth of your hand against my cheek. Every little thing has become so dear. I can't imagine life without you near. That's who you are to me, right here, right now. I wonder what am I to you? Tell me how. I pray that you're addicted to me too. I hope I'm the first thing on your mind each day, that I'm in every sense, in every single way. I pray that all of me becomes all of you, in every breath you take and everything you do. I'm longing for us to be one. Every little thing has become so dear. I can't imagine life without you near. I hope we're both addicted through and through. May all of me become all of you. That's my prayer tonight. Addicted to each other. Just you and me. Heavy day rests upon my weary shoulders, long shadows stretching under the pale street lights, breathing out the fatigue of another long ride. Just a typical night at the bus stop, or so I thought.
That familiar silhouette, a coat I used to know.
My heart skips a beat, losing its steady flow. The footsteps you used to sing so perfectly with mine. Now you're walking with someone else, and it's their time.
Why is it so hard to catch my breath right now?
You're smiling so sweetly, I don't know how. The bossa nova melody is bittersweet and fine, but the rhythm of my heart is falling out of line.
Memories of us,
like dust in the midnight air.
the way you hold hands, it looks so warm and true.
I look down at my shoes, trying to hide from you.
All those promises we made on our way back home, now they're just routines for a love I no longer own.
so hard to unwind.
This tightening in my chest, leaving peace behind.
They say time keeps moving, but I'm frozen in this place, not ready to wish you well or look at your happy face. Why is it so hard to catch my breath right now? You're smiling so sweetly, I don't know how. The bossa nova melody is bittersweet and fine, but the rhythm of my heart is falling out of line. Memories of us, like dust in the midnight air. High beams of the bus approaching from afar. Your silhouette fades away like a falling star. Will tomorrow be better? Will this wait ever go? Just a lonely bossa nova on this late night road.
Following the shadows, stretching long and thin. Another day is fading, let the night begin. Looking at the sky, stained in deepest red. Memories I buried start to raise their head. We were burning bright back then. When we were the world and everything was true, chasing dreams much darker than this sunset hue. Holding hands so tight, time would seem to stay, but the warmth I felt is slipping far away. How the time just drifts day by day, like the evening air that's settling so cold. Our memories are fading, or so I'm told, as the fire in the sky begins to lose its light. Will our longing hide away inside the night, like this beautiful sunset, so sad and so blue? I'm slowly setting to away from you. When the darkness falls, will they disappear? The traces of the fire that we held so near. Deep inside my heart, a tiny spark remains, the only thing that's left of us through the pouring rain. Like the evening air that's settling so cold. Our memories are fading, or so I'm told, as the fire in the sky begins to lose its light. Will our longing hide away inside the night? sunset. A lonely street lamp dozing in the night. This familiar alley remains the same. Through the thin mist, drifting low, the time I thought I'd forgotten walks toward me. The sweet encounter, the lingering trace. I hesitated to let you go right here in this alley. The air was cold, but my heart was burning. The memories are waking up again. Beyond the misty memories, I see you smiling. The longing returns, cutting through the fog. I should have looked away, or maybe looked a little longer. Your name spread softly at the end of a faint smile. Where are you walking at this very moment? Are you piecing together the same fragments as I am? Or have you erased even these hazy memories? Finding new happiness in someone else's arms. Beyond the misty memories, I see you smiling. The longing returns, cutting through the fog. I should have looked away, or maybe looked a little longer. Your name spread softly at the end of a faint smile. Even if the mist of time hides us from view, the feelings carved in this street will never fade. Sometimes lingering regret is just another name for love. I still can't bring myself to leave this alleyway. Under the street lamp, the mist grows deeper. The memory fades like your silhouette in the distance. Are you doing well? The warm glow greets me as I open my eyes. A sanctuary where I lean at the end of a weary day.
lifting me up
my beloved family, my very roots in the sound of your laughter. I find my strength again and see the light of tomorrow to live through today.
Friendly faces I pass along the way,
The immense joy found in a simple hello,
the simple truth that I am not alone.
sometimes becomes a gift so moving it brings tears. This happiness that grows, the more it is shared. I will fill it to the brim with my beautiful neighbors. I will
Tend to our home with a warmer heart and hold hands with neighbors with a brighter smile.
in the workplace where my beads of sweat are dissolved today. I let my own season come into full bloom. All these things give my life its meaning, making me feel the depth of being alive. Honest footsteps never lose their way.
Upon the layers of time, my pride begins to sprout.
Giving a little more effort, pouring in a little more heart, I will engrave the sentence of me deeply into this world.
Within the embrace of family,
Within the smiles of neighbors, and within the honest sweat I've shed. Today I breathe most like myself, living deeper, living with a more burning heart. Charlotte, you came to me like a miracle, the light in the dark, the greatest gift that heaven ever sent to my heart. I welcomed you with trembling hands, with gratitude and grace, but I realized too late I had no room in this broken place. I swore to keep you by my side through the mountains and the years, to hold you until eternity, through the laughter and the tears. But you're a masterpiece, too beautiful for my hollow soul to hold. I watched your colors fading in a world so gray and cold. I'm lost in the shadows of despair, drowning in the truth that love alone isn't enough to keep a soul like you. So I'm letting go of the greed that tried to lock you in, to find a space where you can breathe, where your real life can begin. The only way to love you now is to set you free. I pray for your happiness, for a love that's pure and whole. I'm giving back the pieces of your heart I once stole. My precious Charlotte, the one who was my everything. I'm cutting the thread, I'm silencing the song we used to sing. Goodbye, my love. Goodbye, my world. Please forget my name. Let the memories be unfurled. Don't leave a trace, don't leave a ghost inside your mind. Leave the shadow of us forever far behind. I'm letting go what could be that tried to lock you in, to find a space where you can breathe, where your real life can begin. To set you free. Yes, I'm setting you free. Be happy, my love, for that's the only way. I'll survive from the man who is not. Just your
an alleyway where I walked with my collar up, a single long shadow under the low street lights, stepping into a place as the wooden door creaks, a corner seat by the frosted, steamy window, soothing my heart with a cup of cool and sake. I looked up absently and saw you there. How that familiar silhouette, those fluttering locks of hair. My heart begins to beat in an offbeat rhythm, hidden in the deepest corners of my memory. You look so much like her, it catches my breath, unable to draw closer, yet unable to turn away. Tonight I am like a child who has lost his way. The sound of your laughter, the way you set down your glass, scenes I've rewound countless times in my dreams. A moment like a cruel trick played by fate, too vivid to be called just a coincidence. Should I speak to you? Ask if it's really you. My lips only tremble as I refill my glass again. The winter wind seeps through the cracks of the door, but a fever burns within me once more. I'm afraid I might fall in love with you, or perhaps I'm just chasing a ghost of the past. Ah, that familiar silhouette, those fluttering locks of hair. My heart begins to beat in an offbeat rhythm, hidden in the deepest corners of my memory. You look so much like her, it catches my breath, unable able to draw closer, yet unable to turn away. Tonight I am like a child who has lost his way. The glass empties as the night grows deeper. You still sit there like a distant hazy dream. Is it an illusion that will fade by tomorrow, or is it a love that is destined to begin again? Softly, softly.
The cold winter rain is knocking on the pane. Suddenly I find myself walking alone on these wet streets. At this familiar street corner, beneath the faint lamplight, the image of you and I back then stops right at my feet. How come nothing ever seems to change? Only this street we walked on remains exactly the same. My season is frozen, stuck on that very day. Soberly I soak in the tide of rising longing. The jokes we shared, as natural as breathing back then. The warmth of your hands so comforting and dear. It feels as though it's seeping into my wet coat collar once more. I go back through the passing time all by myself. How come nothing ever seems to change? Only this street we walked on remains exactly the same. My season is frozen, stuck on that very day. Soberly I soak in the tide of rising longing. I tell myself I'm okay, I pretend that I've forgotten. But there's no help in the faint ache of the name you. Will this short, painful tenderness disappear when the rain stops? No, perhaps it will collect inside me forever, just like the raindrops. How come nothing ever seems to change? Only this street we walked on remains exactly the same. My season is frozen, stuck on that very day. Soberly I soak in the tide of rising longing. Memories unreachable like scattering drops of rain, too far gone to simply call it longing. In my own winter rain, goodbye my dear. On this cold street I walk alone.
I stand before the mirror, practicing a while, lifting up the corners of my lips into a smile. I wonder what the temperature of my heart might be as I lay my hand upon my chest so quietly. I may not know the grandest words of comfort to say, but I hope this warmth can find its own little way when the glow upon my lips comes knocking at your door. In my smile, may those in pain find a moment cease. May their suffering fade away like a gentle breeze. In my laughter, may the ones who cry find their tears dry. For the happy ones, let their joy be multiplied by two. I wanna be a flower blooming just for you. May my smile be the comfort that carries you through. The tears that hide behind the lines of a weary face, I can't know them all, but I'll give them some space. Like a flower blooming in the lowest hidden place, I wanna leave a scent of love and gentle grace. It doesn't have to be so grand or shine so bright. It doesn't have to be perfect to be right. I'll plant a seed of truth, a sincere heart inside. In my smile, may those in pain find a moment cease. May their suffering fade away like a gentle breeze. In my laughter, may the ones who cry find their tears dry. May my smile be the comfort that carries you through, so that you can find a reason to smile today. I'll be the first to smile for you and lead the way.
tonight I'll let my heart drift upon these keys, not with roughness, nor with any noise, just like a whisper, soft and low, saying I love you, like moonlight sliding gently over the ivory white. Even the vibration of the hammer striking the strings flows toward you, trembling like my every breath. The confessions I couldn't dare to speak out loud are filling up every measure of this silent night. When my melody grows desperate for you, I'll raise it one octave higher, calling you like starlight, hoping those transparent high notes reach your heart. When my melody grows intense with longing, I'll lower the octave, carving your name deep within, hoping this heavy, echoing sincerity stays by your side. Between the black and white keys, my hidden yearning lies, lest the words I love you burst out as a cry. I soothe them with a low resonance and send them to you, praying that my love for you rides upon this tune. I hope this song flowing over the keys never ends. When my melody finally reaches your soul, only then will our own harmony be complete. Into your dreams, I love you, I whisper so quietly. Highway stretching to the airport gate. Early dawn, the world is still and late. high beams cutting through the lonely blue, chasing shadows of the ghost of you.
The headlights coming from the other side, fast and bright, then they quickly glide. Just like the time you came into my life, a flash of joy, then a cutting knife. Oh,
Faint lights flickering from afar,
oh,
growing bright like a falling star. A blinding streak, then it's gone so soon,
leaving me here beneath the fading moon,
riding slow on this road of goodbye. Whoa, underneath the heavy weeping sky. Oh, the car's filled with a crimson haze of short-lived heat and the burning days. A deep red memory, thick and sweet, but the end of the road is where we meet. No promises made, no see you again, just the echo of what might have been.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
The airport glows like a giant beast.
Shadows rising from the dark and east.
You say you have to go, you say we're through,
Leaving the memories to a faded hue. Keep them as they are, your cold request, as you put our burning love to rest.
looking up at the wings in flight, tearing through the fabric of the night.
The dinosaur lights of the terminal blur into the ghost of the way we were.
Refracted light through the tears in my eyes. Oh, watching the silver bird as it flies. Oh, everything scatters, everything fades, lost in the highway's lonely shades. Passing by the window, one by one, like those roadside trees, our love was fast. I didn't know back then, just looking ahead, that this road would lead me to where you're not. When the leaves were turning deep and red, our love burned brighter than any flame. But as the cold wind brushed them to the ground, the warmth in our hearts began to fade away. Driving alone through the falling snow, watching the trees drift away behind the glass, I try to ignore the chill deep in my chest as memories hang like icicles on every frozen branch. The world keeps moving, pushing me forward, while my heart is still stuck in that yesterday. If I roll down the window, I'm afraid the cold might turn into tears. Driving alone through the falling snow, watching the trees drift away behind the glass. I try to ignore the chill deep in my chest as memories hang like icicles on every frozen branch. One by one, they disappear. Did our love stop somewhere back there? Silence, then a final sob. The one and only dream I held deep in my heart for so long. The image I drew while spending countless nights alone. The days I smiled faintly, just wondering if we'd ever meet. I was living in a world of my own.
But in this very moment, this unbelievable tremor, the person I desired so much is standing right before my eyes, like a scene from an old movie. Time seems to stop, only you and
Ah, this happiness is like walking upon the clouds. A feeling as euphoric as living in a dream.
when we hold hands and look at each other.
All the lights in the world shine just for us. The fact that I am with you, my deepest dream, is the most beautiful dream. I never wanna wake up from. Seeing myself reflected in your mind, I realize again that all of this is real.
I wanna deeply engrave this perfectly breathtaking moment so that it never fades away. The fear of it, perhaps vanishing, is brief. Here where your breath touches me,
I don't wonder anymore. You are my destination.
now our story that we will fill together.
This happiness is like walking upon the clouds. A feeling as euphoric as living in a dream.
When we hold hands and look at each other,
All the lights in the world shine just for us. The fact that I'm with you, my dear,
a stream is the most beautiful dream I never want to wake up from. Forever together within this dream-like time. Only you and I.
With a wooden stick snapped from a branch in hand, I roam the hills as if I own the world. The back hill of those days, where fear was unknown, was a giant universe of our very own. Wild grapes belong to the strong neighborhood high up. The hardy kiwis were for the pretty girl next door. And the vines of raspberries, ripening so red, were for my little sibling, I always said. In those hills where we played till the sun went down, do the echoes of our laughter still linger around? Wild grapes, kiwis, berries, and my dear old friends. Now they're just names where my deep longing ends. Though I can't go back to those warm golden days, I wonder if they feel this wind in their own ways. I miss you, my friends, wherever you may be. Tonight your voices are a thirst inside of me. I wanna sit together and pour a glass of wine, drenching ourselves in memories of that old time. Though our faces are weathered by the years gone by, I hope that old smile still shines in every eye. My dear friend,
dark of night, a tiny moon hangs lonely and still, resting on clouds distorted and frayed. Is it smiling at me, or is it weeping with me? As gentle ripples sway, the moonlight scatters, fading away, becoming a mirage in the dark. Within the hazy memories that slowly rise, the face I thought I'd forgotten fills my heart again. Looking at the full moon, blooming so bright, we whispered promises of eternity, that peak of the night, joy beyond compare, our vows that burn like a blazing fire. Where have they turned into ashes now? Days of pushing each other away, not knowing why, leaving wounds with words as sharp as blades. A cold farewell turning into strangers at last, yet in a corner of my heart you're still living there. Hearing news of your happiness on the wind, a part of my heart collapses and falls. I hope and pray this moon would comfort me tonight, but it only carves the wounds even deeper. Looking at the full moon, blooming so bright, we whispered promises of eternity, that peak of the night, joy beyond compare. Over the broken promises, only tears remain, holding the wounds that have grown so deep. I gaze at the distorted moon again.